The temperatures outside routinely topping 100 degrees, but we are inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. Off we go from Glendale. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
After a gain of 5 on first down, it is 2nd and 5. Man in motion is Smith. They'll go again here with Williams. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Keem Davis Gaither there to make the stop.
Davis Gaither on the stop. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And the Cardinals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Brissett going to open with a pass. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard
Really nice job
line.
there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll run. It's Amari DiMercato. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. That's complete on the tight end screen. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the
They've done a nice
4-yard
job
line.
spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
DiMercato is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Rams nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense going to take over now for the second time. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1.
Williams on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Nakua on the slant. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Looking out of the gun, Stafford. That's taken in, and he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run. It's DiMercato. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. Gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now DiMercato. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
brought down right at
You
the
could
line
tell
of
the
scrimmage.
entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline, nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
We're set to throw on second down. That's caught by Harrison right side. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's an Arizona first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
The open man is Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. On play action, we're set. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold him to a short game.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
And the Cardinals first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3-yard line.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. We're set. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
22-yard attempt.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had it. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Stafford. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. That's the veteran Calais Campbell in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive. So after 1, the Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. As we are ready to get back underway. 2nd down, it's Stafford. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. To the outside, he's got Smith. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Off play action. It's Stafford taking a shot downfield for Adams. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That is a big play for LA. It's a gain of 34.
1st down, Rams.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He's got it at the 7. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A 4-yard loss on the play.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Flushed to his left.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force fourth down.
The offense staying out there for this 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On the ground, DeMercado. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. That's Harrison in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives them first and 10 up at the 40. Handoff here, up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 9. They'll go play action here with Brissett. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Brissett gonna throw. Set a screen to the receiver, Wilson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Rams offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. The motion man is Nakua. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 20, here's second down and 9. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford now on second down. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, first and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's good for 27 and a first down.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner, the quarterback.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Braden Fisk. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Operating from the gun is Brissett. He'll look for and find DeMercado out of the backfield.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Third down and 9. To throw is Brissett. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Extra point now by Riley. It's up and through. And the Cardinals move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Rams offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Rams first down.
So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They put Adams in motion. A first down throw for Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. Now timeout Rams, that's number 2. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
That's taken in by Higbee. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Forced out left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock, catch your breath, get back in the huddle, And this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. To begin this third quarter, he'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Cameron Kitchens there to bring him down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. Here is Brissett. Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On the RPO, he'll just flip it forward. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
First down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Brissett. That one caught by Wilson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
3rd and 2. Here's Brissett. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
That's good for a Cardinals first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. as they continue to wear this defense out. They have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
A loss of a yard.
Defenses always have to make a decision, Mike. How do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, will be a bit of a letdown. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
They'll go with him again. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and goal. Throw it. Brissett. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Now Ryland for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead.
Rams, nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. the bootleg. It's Stafford. That's caught by Puka. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Here's Stafford. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense and Jacoby Brissett getting set for their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now, Brissett. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
He's got his man. It's Harrison, the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he was able to bring him down for a loss.
17 yards on that play. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs, and defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
He'll work this down inside the 35. That stop made by Byron Young.
4-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6 Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Quick slash into the hands of Wilson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
That's good.
That gets him to 100 yards exactly after that reception and gets his team a first down. On the read, he's going to try and run with it. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Brissett gonna throw. He's got it inside the 5. And the Cardinals are gonna have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
No gain on
so on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. He's got his big tight end, Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Extra point now by Riley. His kick is good, and the Cardinals move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Rams 1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd down, Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. It's a gain of 6 on 3rd and 2.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
On 1st down, Stafford finds Nakua on the slant. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
2nd down and 3. The motion man is Nakua. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have The Rams first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Cora. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense.
And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Touchdown, Rams.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Joshua Cardi comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams are able to cut into the deficit.
Cardinals 31, Rams 7.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Cards offense and Jacoby Brissett getting set for their next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. We're set now on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
The run, it's Gimercado. He's got space inside the 25. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game, and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.